Hello and welcome to the CVAT Academy. You're watching a video from our new training course on data annotation in CVAT. In this episode, we will discuss what the specification is for, review its main components, and explain how it can be added or edited in CVAT. A specification is a document that describes in detail all the rules and requirements necessary for annotating data in a specific project. It helps establish a shared understanding of tasks between the customer, who defines the goals and expected results, and the annotators, who perform the labeling. In CVAT, you can add a specification so that annotators always have quick access to it. It can be added either for an individual task or for the entire project. Let's see how to do it. If work is carried out within a project, the specification is added at the project level and automatically applies to all tasks within it. On the project page, there is a project description block with an edit button underneath. Clicking it takes you to the page where you can edit or add a specification. We'll show how to do it in a minute. Thus, when working inside a project, you can only modify the specification at the project level. Editing it for individual tasks within that project is not possible. Here, you will not find a button to edit the specification. If you have a standalone task that is not part of a project, the specification must be edited directly on the task page, and it will only apply to that specific task. Before creating a specification, it's important to understand who has permission to do so. The specification in a project or task can be edited by its creator. If you are working within a project in an organization, changes to the specification can be made not only by the project or task creator, but also by users with the status of organization owner, maintainers, as well as users who have been assigned at the project level or at the task level, if the task was created separately. When we refer to the project or task level, we mean that the user must be specified in this field. Let's add a specification to this task. Click the Edit button located under Task Description. The specification editor is now open. It consists of three parts: the toolbar at the top, the text input field on the left, and the preview area on the right showing how the final specification will look. The specification text in the left field is written using Markdown syntax. If you're unfamiliar with it, click the question mark icon on the toolbar. This will take you to a site describing the basics of Markdown syntax. The toolbar contains the following tools: first three buttons, bold, italic, and strike-through text formatting. Add horizontal line, headings from level 1 to 6. Insert link, add quote, insert inline code, insert code block. Add comment, visible only in the specification editor. Insert image, you can also paste a screenshot from the clipboard with Ctrl+V. Insert table, three types of lists: unordered, ordered, and checklist. On the right, there are four buttons too. Show only the left panel, show both panels. Show only the right panel, expand the editor to full screen. Let's write a specification using a project about annotating litter on beaches as an example. First, add a title. The project specification should include several key sections. First is the project goal, why the annotation is being done and what results are expected. The second is the annotation shape type and a detailed list of classes with descriptions. We start by stating that for all classes, annotation should be done using bounding boxes. Next, add class names, their descriptions, and after each description, visual examples to clearly show what objects we are talking about. It's also important to specify accuracy requirements and an example annotation. In this case, the bounding box must tightly enclose the object without gaps and without cutting off any part of it. A visual example should be attached. Add an image showing what the annotation should look like overall. Finally, list special cases, corner cases, and additional rules to help annotators avoid mistakes in ambiguous situations. Outline possible cases that may arise during annotation and include visual examples. All these sections help create a clear, concise, and a practical specification. Once we finish composing the specification for this project, click Submit to save it. When an annotator first opens a task, the specification will open automatically. Click OK to close it. If the annotator needs to refer back to the specification later, they can always open it by clicking the Guide button. For annotators, a specification is not just a project description. It's their main working tool. The quality of annotation directly depends on how carefully they follow it. It is especially important to study the specification at the very start. Understand the project's goal, the list of classes, the tool used, accuracy requirements, and any corner cases. During work, the specification is always at hand. If questions or doubts arise, you can quickly check and avoid mistakes. Before submitting annotations, it's useful to compare your work with examples from the specification to ensure everything is correct. Sometimes the initial specification might not cover all details in tricky cases. In such situations, annotators should not guess. Instead, they should record the question and immediately clarify it with the team lead. In conclusion, properly creating a specification is the foundation of a successful project. A clear specification helps annotators work accurately, and following it ensures high-quality data and good model performance.